What a shitty day. Something tells me you understand that just fine. Hey, how's it going there? As if I needed to ask. You seem like you've seen better days. The classic case of bastards standing you up. I feel for you, believe it or not. Despite how I may seem, I'm not completely a sarcastic bastard yet. Life might be a fucking joke, but that doesn't mean I consider the feelings of others that. Well, you sitting in the rain here isn't gonna solve anything. Wanna waste time with me? I've already got a reputation for things like this. Media only ever sees it one way. But you know that? Everyone always likes to place someone as a hero and someone as a villain. Right now, I guess that'd make me the villain of this little story. Maybe the hero if I'm lucky. But what do you think? You want to stay in this rainy, nasty place? Because something tells me, kid, that's not what you want. You'd think I'd view you as a headache, right? Nah. Maybe I normally would. Maybe all of that bravado that I throw out there like it's going out of style is just to hide the fact that I've been stood up more times than I can count. It sucks to have a glass heart, doesn't it? Come here. There's room under this umbrella for you. Your choice if you take it. But I'm gonna drown my sorrows in a good day. Maybe it's fate. Fate has a fucked up way of letting you know it's there, right? But I kinda like it. All this messed up stuff. If you weren't here crying, down in the dumps, tossed aside by your date, you'd have never met me, and thus where would we be? I'd be down at Cutie, and you'd be down. Whatever you want to call me. Whatever life fucking makes me. Guess I just don't care anymore what it considers me. I am exactly what you get when you cross paths with a villain and a hero. I'm neither good nor evil, kid. The sooner you understand that one, you'll understand why I'm here. I could just go around, making things happy, sad, or otherwise. But I don't know. There's something about you. Something about you seems special. And as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not immune to these things we call feelings, kid. I'm just a little better at working with them. A lot of people, they want to pretend to be better than they are now. If anything, I want to pretend to be worse than I am. At least then you'll get that surprise when I'm not such a bastard. Or at least if I am a bastard that day, you get to expect it, not be so surprised. See? Fucking covering all the bases. I might as well, right? I mean, you're still here, under my umbrella, so I can only assume I've done something, right? Isn't that right, kiddo? What? Don't enjoy getting your head pat, do you? Duly noted. Guess I'll just hold you close. What? Are you gonna complain? After everything that went today, we might as well comfort each other, shouldn't we? I mean, come on, what's the worst that could happen? You're gonna enjoy it and so am I. We've got nothing to lose anymore. Haven't we both lost enough today? Though, if you're looking for something more, I can't promise anything. I'm afraid I'm not that kind of guy. Maybe part of me would like to be. That prince who whisks you off your feet, steals away all of the sad things, and makes everything right. No, Maybe I am that type of guy. I just haven't come to grips with it. Only one way to find out, right? We'll stick it out, go do something special, and make this Valentine something that isn't quite so shitty, or pretentious, or both. You know my point, kid. Sometimes even I forget. Planning. The whole world loves to do it, yet they don't really accomplish much of anything with it. It's just all this glorious waste of time, and besides, if they're just gonna fuck you over in the end, you might as well go with someone who's been fucked over too. Besides, I bet I'm 10 times as good as the person who stood you up. And you're probably 10 times as better as the one who stood me up. And what's the deal then? What are we gonna do about it? I wonder. You're cute. Maybe just a bit. More than cute. What's it gonna be, kid? Do I drop you off somewhere? Are you staying with me? Come on. I know you're not gonna let that would-be crush get you down. Seriously, fuck them. Anyone willing to do that to someone like you? They are some kind of low bastard. Luckily, I'm at least one ring up on the ladder. So I'm not quite that low of a bastard. Sure, I can't tell you that I love you straight off the bat, but that's just out of respect. Can't be telling people things you don't know yet. Presumptuous plans and all alike. I can't do it. It's so not me. But you know what is me? Spontaneous action. So here's a kiss. Just in case you decide this little fairy tale ends right here. Something told me you'd make that decision. How could you say no to the temptation of this feathery devil? Plus my wings, they can take you places. Though I'm sure you know I've got anything but innocent intention with you. Maybe just 10% innocent. I mean, come on. What do you take me for? Some kind of easygoing gentleman? Maybe I am a gentleman. Or maybe I'm a bastard. Only one way to find out. Besides, what do you have to lose here? Sorry, kid, but the whole I got something better waiting for me doesn't look all that convincing when you're still sobbing. Now look at me. I'm not making fun of you. Keep that in mind. I might be a bastard, but I know when someone's legitimately hurting. I don't want to make things worse, believe it or not. Just I can be a bit selfish, so don't be surprised if I take up most of your time. Worm my way into your life and be a cocky little shit to the very end. Besides, kid, you got a spark in your eyes. I want to see you reach it. Yeah, maybe it sounds silly, but I always like seeing people, make progress on themselves. I like to see people smile, even if I have to deal with all the bullshit in between. Now, if I can make you smile today, and maybe smile along with you, wouldn't that make everything better? No promises, though. I've got my own baggage, kid. You may see me as Hawks, the wonderful hero in the lights, but I'm still human. And I still got a lot to deal with. You have no idea. I'm a bastard, like I've said a million times over. And as long as you keep that in mind, well, you don't get teased too bad. Actually, no promises on that. Now, what's with that face? Quit your crying. Or if you're gonna keep going, why not bury your face in my chest and we'll call it even? What? I like having cuties crying to my chest. Isn't that everybody? Well, you're certainly less of a pain in the ass than most. So why I'm doing this is purely on sporadic will, fate, whatever you want to call it. We put a lot of names for a lot of things, kid. Most of it's bullshit that makes us sane, whatever that means. You see, you cut back holding on to any of those pretensions. You know, any of those feelings like I'm like anyone you've ever met. Maybe I am. I'm not gonna say I'm not like the other guys. That's so cliche. No. I'm exactly what I want to be. I'm myself. I don't look up or down to anyone anymore. Maybe I used to. I don't really want to look at the past. I want to look at the present. If I get hung up on the past, where would I be? You too. I know that bastard hurt you. Dared to stand you up like that. It hurts. It's painful, or else it wouldn't be bad, you know? Life can be a big bunch of bullshit. Or it can be something good. Guess we just have to figure out what the fuck we make it. But even though it's rainy, nasty out, let's say we live it up. Live it up like it's the last day. I may be a hero with a reputation to uphold, but what do I care if there's a scandal tomorrow? I want to make you mine. I don't want to be alone. It sucks to be alone. And I feel like maybe we're kindred spirits in being stood up on Valentine's Day, made fools of by people we care about and otherwise. That's not something to be proud of, but maybe mildly proud of, because fuck it. What do they matter? We've got each other now. What's more, I think you should know, kid, all of this, I don't know. It just feels right. I don't got any fancy plans or orderly conduct or heroic lines to give you. Just my hand, if you'll take it. I'll take good care of this hand today. I promise you that. Because, kid, I do care. At least a little bit. It's gotta be more than the people who stood us up. It's gotta mean something. Like how I'm gonna let you go and be alone right now. No fucking way. I guess what I'm trying to say is we could go splitting hairs about the morals of all this. We could waste our time being hung up on, oh no, someone left us here alone in the middle of nowhere. Or we could focus on the fact we found each other. We made something of the time, and now we don't have to be quite so sad. I choose to be happy, 'cause I want to be happy. I think I might just be able to make you pretty happy too. You never know. Give me a try and I might not let you down. I'm not completely a bastard. And I'm not going anywhere. Here's a taste. Damn. You've got one hell of a kiss, don't you? I definitely don't mind. Not bad, kid. Not bad at all. But I think you could use more nice things. Call me simple, call me whatever you want. But I think after all the sad of today, you could really use a hug. Here's one for free. I'm happy too. Guess I might have needed one myself. It's never a nice feeling. Getting pushed to the side, I I'm so used to it, though. The world's fucked me over more times than I can count. People, things. It's all just arbitrary. Feels good to get some warmth. Someone who actually, even if you're pretending, even if you're just toying with me, I appreciate the effort in acting. I'd rather be fooled and have a nice delusion than have none at all. So I guess I'm in your debt. Not too bad, kid. Not bad at all. I could get used to this, and that's what scares me. I guess a simple fate tying us together, red strings, whatever bullshit we'd like to make it out to be, doesn't really matter when we have each other. Because the facts are what they are. We don't know why it happened, and who really cares? But I think it's better this way. Maybe this way, we both get to be happier than either of those nasty people who stood us up and left us here. Maybe we get to be the main characters right now. The ones that steal the show. And there's no curtain falling on our act. Let it be exactly what you want it to be, kid. And I'll let it be exactly what I want. Guess it's not too soon to say. I like you, kid. I think I like you a lot. And I think the world gets way too complicated when everything tries to be right, wrong, or otherwise. You know what I think you need, kid? You need someone to treat you right. You need someone to care for you when you're feeling down. You don't want to be alone, and who really does? I don't want to be alone. It's no surprise. I have a bunch of people who like to surround me, but everyone's so fucking fake. You're a little different, aren't you? I don't get that with you, so either you're a better actor, or maybe, just maybe, you're an honest person. Which is more than I could ask for. Hell, yes to that. Just thinking about it. So many pain in the ass people. Between the media, people who want something, people who want money. They're all just such a hassle. And then there's you. Someone who might want any of those, and I don't have a goddamn clue. And maybe that's the best part. I don't want to get a clue. If you're gonna stab me in the back, might as well make it a show. Might as well really hurt me while you're at it. That, or maybe this is just the right fucking fairy tale for me. Maybe I finally get it. I finally get all those happy fairy tale endings that I never really understood before. I get those ones that people dream of. And you get it too, kid. You get it too. I mean, we can't just have one of us. We might as well both take the plunge, right? Enjoy it to our heart's content and really fucking go for it, right? Because what's life if you don't live it? Just a big fucking waste of time. And all this, you've been through too much. You can try and tell me otherwise, but I can see it in your eyes, and I'm not stupid enough to believe if you just tell me on the surface. No, it's the subtle things that add up to a lot. You're wounded, kid. I see that. I really resonate with that, because I'm like a man who's been broken a bunch of times because I have. I wish I could say it was something else, but it's just not. There's no beautiful way to say it. Life isn't a fairy tale. Definitely not most of the time. You could dream it to be, you could say it is, but it's not. If you want it to be one, you gotta get real lucky. And maybe we just found our lucky day. Kid, you better be careful though. You're playing with fire and all this. Not that I'm saying I'm not a good kind of fire. I could be the fire of passion like you've never experienced. Just be careful I don't burn you. I'm not saying I'm trying to. But I am saying I'm a bastard. And don't you fuck with my heart. I'm not gonna fuck with yours. Well, maybe just tease it a little. You're pretty cute when you're teased. Embarrassed, flustered. The whole big thing. Isn't that what you'd expect? A man like me? You wouldn't expect me to have feelings, but I do. Shameful as it is, I just don't care. Give me a break, kid. We may have both faced the same thing today, but you've got a hell of a lot to learn. About protecting yourself. Hell, common sense. No offense, kid, but you're full of openings. Like right here. Oh, are we supposed to argue the semantics of, oh, you shouldn't have kissed my neck? Is that what people say now? 'Cause I don't care. And if I don't care, and you do, guess we got a problem. No, I'm not trying to pick on you. Wouldn't dream on it, actually. I guess I just don't want someone to hurt you, and, well, once you're done and sick of me, I figure you'll need some good advice. Oh, don't have plans on leaving me high and dry, eh? That's more than most would say, and I'll give you credit. Not bad, kid. Not bad at all. No, you just gotta get past the hard part. Actually putting up with all my bullshit. You see, I'm not the good guy. You seem to think I am. No. I'm not the bad guy either. Just somewhere in between. I'm here to taunt, I'm here to tease. Make your life a glorious mess of chaos. But do you know why? 'Cause I don't know which side of the line I'm on. No. Am I the bastard who plays with your heart just like the person who stood you up? Or am I the white knight who saves the day? Who kisses you on the hand and tells you it's gonna be okay? I like to think I'm both at the same time, and what's wrong with that? At least I'm honest. Most people will fuck around with your feelings and do shady shit behind your back. Who has time for that? I have no respect for people who don't take the art in what they say. Life is for fun and for the fuck of it. You can go ahead and live it however you want. But the moment you start giving up on things like integrity, what do you got to vouch for yourself, huh? Money, power? As if that really matters. It's all transient. You could lose it all in one day. Then what do you got? I'll tell you what I got if I lose it. I still got a badass attitude and willpower to make it there again. That's why I'm second place. Proudly second place, even though I don't want to be in the limelight. I'm exactly where I don't want to be, but I'm there for a reason, because I can't stand being mediocre. Fuck mediocrity. Come on. Wouldn't you want to be miserable and out of mediocrity, rather than mediocre and content? I don't know, call me crazy, but that contention, it just fucking sucks. Isn't it that same mediocrity that led us both to be here, with each other, and no, I could call it mediocre. Well, let's face it, babe. Neither of us are mediocre at the end of the day. We're two broken-hearted, wandering souls. And what that means, fuck if I care. I look at it one of two ways. We could sit here feeling sorry for ourselves, or we could live it up like we're gonna die tomorrow. And I got no plans on dying, so we might as well make it something worth it. Come here. Get real close. I got something to say to you. Will you be my valentine? Day late and $1 short. I know that's how it goes, isn't it? Every time I want to make something big, it's always too late or too slow. And, well, that's a little unexpected. Nice one, kid. You made my day, definitely. Guess I just had to ask to be sure. Make sure you're really all in with all this. Not because I doubted you, because I doubted that this was reality for a second. You ever do that? Just feel like it's all just a big game, a big simulation. All that sky up there we think's so big and vast. When you fly in it, it doesn't seem so big anymore. It's only big when you're looking down at people like they're ants. Then you realize they're just as big as you, and, well, fuck. Here we go again with poetry. Well, kid, guess you decided to follow me and stick through it. Even my sad times and all of my angst I still hold on to. You're still stuck with me somehow. I gotta give you a lot of credit, kid. You got heart. It's addictive. If I wasn't sure I was a bastard, I'd say I want to marry you on the spot. Actually, fuck it. You want to marry me? We'll have a shotgun wedding in Vegas or something. What? Getting cold feet already, kid? That doesn't sound like you. Maybe we can start with a kiss. Yeah, you usually ask first, but I figured, fuck it, if I kiss you first and ask after, you can't say no, right? Plus your reaction is classic. All that pride washing over your face. Does that ever get old? Nah, what am I saying? I'm just like you. Just like you. And it works so goddamn well, doesn't it? Kindred spirits, I guess you could say. Fuck if I know what to say, though. Might as well make today a mistake we never forget. Hey, kid. Gotcha. What, don't like being carried like a little princess? Is your pride hurting? Well, you could try punching me, but if you fall down, it's gonna be real nasty. So, hang on tight. You ever wonder if those hopeless romantic types get sick of hearing themselves say that buttery nonsense? I get tired of hearing them, I'll tell you that. Every single time they say things they can't live up to. Like a big, broken record, all filled with promises they know they can't keep. I love you this. I want you this. I'll never leave you this. Fuck that shit. Nobody talks like that and actually means it. If you're gonna say something like that, prove it with actions. With a kiss. That's why I'll never get along with average people, Because mediocrity brings them to that point where they just repeat themselves and become like everyone else. Maybe I'm broken instead of a broken record. Damaged goods instead of a damn fine man. But I guess that's just what you need, isn't it? I know you're just the right amount of damaged goods for me. I kinda like that, actually. This is my little love nest. But just a word of warning, kid. I'm a bird of prey. And if you go breaking my heart, I can't promise I won't be a villain about it. Not a threat, no. I'd like to consider it just my insecurities coming out in a very ugly way. Or you could consider it me being a threatening bastard. I did warn you from the start, so we'll call it even, right? You're cute when you're frustrated, pouting. What's next? I wonder. Oh. Well, if you can't decide, maybe I can. And I threw you on my bed, what of it? I did say this was my love nest. And I'm a bird of prey. Happy day late and dollar short, babe. Right now, I could really go for some you. Happy late single awareness day. Well, I guess you're not single anymore, are you? Because you're my prey, kid. You're mine. Guess I should stop calling you that, eh? But it pisses you off, so it's so worth it. Come on, if you're angry, do something about it. As you know, complaints don't change a goddamn thing. And if you don't make it your own, you'll waste a lot of time and regret it later. I'm no good at regretting. Here's hoping you aren't either. Now, kid, why don't we really make the most of this? Happy little holiday. When I said I was gonna take you, what'd you take me for? A chicken? People like to call me that. But they don't get it, do they, kid? They don't understand. A hawk isn't a bird, like a chicken. We hunt. We slay. And we lay our claim on everything we want. At least try and resist, won't you? You're putting up such a brave bravado. Now you're like putty in my hands. Cute. But so flimsy. Did a nibble do that much? Guess you still got some fight in you, don't you? Well, baby, I hope you're ready for something different. Because, in the ultimate cliche, I'm not like the other guys. I go right for your weak spot. What's the matter, kid? Can't handle when a chicken goes after your wake point. I'm so scared. I got you right where I want you. Folded up like this. Your threats would be a whole lot more threatening if you weren't completely in such a place. Your voice quivering doesn't add to the effect either. Oh, but it certainly makes it better. Judging by your reaction, you like it that way. Oh, come on. What do we have to hide at this point? Babe, you know we don't have any point in that. There's no truth in it. The only truth is feeling. Passion. Getting lost in the moment. You already know that's how it is. Why try and act tough now? It's just denying us both a better time, right? Then again, your stubbornness just makes things more enticing, makes me want to tease you more. So I'll let I do. Careful there. I wouldn't want to bite you too hard. Oh, someone likes snarls, don't they? Not too shabby, kid. You're into some shit. Fuck if you're not the best valentines I've ever had. Why don't we get into it then? That's the stuff. Can't do better than a good old-fashioned valentines dance of love. Guess you could call it a... fuck it. I can't think. No reason for me to say a thing. Yeah. Guess you're my chicken wing now. Oh, God. God damn. Catching me by the wing like that. One hell of a Valentine's Day, I guess. Not bad at all. Yeah. Oh, come on. That's right. You're mine for today. We'll see about tomorrow. Isn't that right, my little chicken wing? No, you're more like my baby. Hell yeah. Can't hold back too much longer now. Fuck, damn. Well, look at you. You got what you wanted, didn't you? Saying you want to be loved more. I gave you love the most traditional way I could. My time. You know it doesn't come cheap, right? I'd normally be living it up in some really classy bar, drinking some really shitty wine right about now, drowning myself in the feeling. You know, that's what they do usually. Alcoholics, people who depend on some substance, they always do it as a way to drown themselves. Unless, of course, they're just casual and they got control of their life, in which case, fuck it, right? They're just fine, and what do they care if people judge them? That, or maybe they're insecure, and rightfully so. Guess it doesn't matter. You ever talk to someone and feel like the entire point of the conversation is they want you to justify what they know isn't the truth, but they want you to convince them of a lie? Well, I could do something like that, but I respect you too much for that. We're kindred spirits, aren't we? Two people tossed asunder on this most day after holiday, whatever you want to call it. And I don't care. Just because the clock hit midnight doesn't make it a new day. That's not what makes it. It's the sun rising in the sky and this wonderful fucking view. And you know what? You're my beautiful sunrise. Because today I didn't have anything else that could have made me bounce back. You were that caveat to all those fucked up things, those feelings I can't deal with, that I want to escape from, and look at you coming in to rescue me. Guess in some way, you're like my hero. My shining star, saving me from what I can't be or what I think I just can't handle, you know? You're mine, babe. Oh, sorry, I meant kid. Oh, pissing you off again? That just means it's working. Before you know it, all that pissed off energy is gonna turn into love, and you'll call me your chicken nugget. Then you'll be signing those marriage papers in no time, and we can sign that prenup. I'm kidding. Fuck money. No, seriously, fuck it. When I suggested it, I was just being a sarcastic little fuck, but right now, maybe I do want to marry you. Maybe it's not a bad idea. Isn't it fucked up what I'm saying? I don't even know if I like you. Well, I guess I know that. I do like you. But I sure as hell don't know if I can say the big L word. No, not that. That's profanity, but I'm talking about love, which might as well be a profanity. You're right. Not wrong at all, actually, so I guess we'll find out. Will you marry me? I did say I was a bastard, but your earnest response, I almost feel bad. I wasn't fucking with you, by the way. I'm a lonely little shed. And maybe, just maybe, I mean it.